Hi everyone and welcome back to my channel. Thank you so much for joining me here today. Today I have a very requested video, and that is to share my hacks on how to stay warm in winter while still wearing cute and feminine outfits. So nothing I'd rather do in this period of time that we're in, so let's just head right into it and I'll share my best tips with you. If you are new here today, then I am Anna and I post fashion videos every single week. So if you do not want to miss any of these, then make sure that you are subscribed to my channel, and if you generally enjoy fashion and outfit inspiration, then make sure that you also follow me on Instagram, because that's where I post every single day. Alright, let's get going! One of the most important things when it comes to staying warm in winter while still looking cute and feminine is to check your layers. Layering is a very important part when it comes to staying warm and toasty while wearing whatever it is that you want to wear. So I would like to start out with the base layer, because yes, all of your outfits this season will require a base layer. And if you're like me and you love to wear skirts and dresses in this season, then this will be your new lifesaver. These are a pair of nude fleece tights, and as you can see, they are pretty much just my skin color, but they do have a proper fleece lining on the inside, so they are super warm and cozy, and they come down all the way, and then they do have an open toe section. You can also get some with closed toes, so you just pop them on, and then whatever it is that you want to wear, whether it's a pair of black tights, brown tights, nude tights, pattern tights, you just pop it on top, and because you're wearing another layer of tights on top, will mean that no one's gonna see that you're wearing this one underneath. Like, I recently wore it out with some sheer tights on top, and it just looked as if it was my leg underneath, but I was staying so toasty warm whilst being out for hours. So I definitely couldn't live without these. They are a huge lifesaver, and especially if you love, to wear tights and not just want to wear like woolen or cashmere tights all the time, because I know they can look quite casual quickly. Also, if you're wearing white jeans or anything that is in a lighter color or slightly sheer, it is perfect to pop a pair of flesh colored tights underneath, and if they have a fleece lining, then it's the assurance of being super toasty warm. So next up I have a tip that is a bit more for the mild temperatures, but we will get into the more colder temperatures in just a minute. But I wanted to throw that in there because I know it's a huge part of my life, so I definitely wanted to show you. And I'm talking about these tops, which are like cotton tops in a skin color from Intimissimi. And as you can see, mine is quite worn out, but it doesn't have any seams. So you could wear this under blouses and sheer shirts, and no one would ever see any seams or any lines from like bras or your underwear or whatever it is that you want to cover up. That is the main reason why I wear this. But also, these are made out of a Suprema cotton material, and I'm gonna blend in some pictures so you can see how they look worn. But I always wear these underneath whatever I'm wearing, whether it's a jumper, a shirt, doesn't matter. I always wear them underneath, and I find that it also helps me to stay warm. I don't know what it is about this material in particular, but especially these Intimissimi tops have helped me so much in staying warm. I feel like the wind doesn't get through that much, and especially with like jumpers, sometimes they're like a bit wide and loose, and I feel like the cold just comes underneath it, if you know what I mean. That may sound weird, but honestly, pairing like a tighter fitting top underneath anything that is oversized helps you so much with staying warm. And the same thing goes for your skirts, because whether I'm wearing tights or no tights at all, or fleece tights or any tights, it doesn't matter, I will always pop on something like this underneath my skirt. And I know it looks ugly. These are like nude colored cycling shorts. These are from H&M, and I will always pop them on underneath. And the reason why I do this is because it will stop any wind from blowing. Like when there's wind blowing, you won't feel it. It will stop any wind, any coldness, and it will just help you to feel warm. But let's move on to the base layer that we can wear when it is super duper cold, and what I've just showed you doesn't do the trick. Now, my top tip are ski thermals. Ski base layers are there to be worn an entire day out in the snow, and they just work wonders. So right here I have a gray set, and as you can see, it's a legging. And then you also get a matching long sleeve shirt underneath. I also have a blue set right here that is a bit more patterned, and it also comes with a matching long sleeve top underneath. Now, what I do, and I always do that, is I pop them on as a base layer. And even if I'm just, you know, if I'm not really spending the day in the snow, but even if I'm just going out or know that I will be out for longer, I will pop them underneath my like jeans or leggings or any style of trousers that I want to wear. And if it's super duper cold, I would even pop one of these ski leggings on and then a cashmere pair of tights on top. So that way, you know, I'm just staying super toasty warm. And a base layer is like the fundamental part of your entire outfit. Okay, now that we have got the base layer covered, let's talk about our outerwear and like the layer of the actual outfit that we're wearing. So first of all, that brings me to my next point, is check your materials. And I would say, as for trousers, I love to opt for leather leggings, first of all because they're windproof, they're waterproof, and they will just keep you so warm. I even have these ones which were from Topshop, and they do have a fleece lining, so they are super duper warm and just more comfortable because you want a stretchy material to go on top of your base layer. So I personally don't like to wear jeans, but I don't like to wear jeans any season of the year, so that's beside the point. If you do prefer to wear skirts and dresses, then what I can only say is, again, check for your materials, and that is in this case natural fibers such as wool, cashmere, alpaca, merino blends, whatever you can find. For example, I do have a pair of tights right here. These are some patterned cashmere tights which are from Calcedonia. Again, something I could wear on its own on like milder days, and when it does get really cold, I will just pop the fleece tights underneath and I will still be super toasty warm. And same goes for the actual outfit pieces that we're wearing, such as skirts. These two skirts are both from & Other Stories, and they are 100% wool, which is just super duper warm and way warmer than, you know, just wearing a normal like jersey cotton material skirt. And if you then pop the cycling shorts underneath that will stop any wind, you will be toasty warm, and especially if you pair that with cashmere tights, you won't be freezing at all, I promise you. And same goes of course for jumpers, cardigans, knitwear. Check the material. Again, this one for example is a wool blend. Then I also have some lovely cashmere roll neck jumpers and merino blends, and just generally choose natural fibers that will help you to regulate your temperature, because not only going to keep them warm, but also if you are layered up in, you know, your jacket and coats and maybe a scarf and hats, it will still help you to not sweat once you get inside, especially if you go into stores and there's the heating on. You won't just be overwhelmed by the heat, and will just really help you to stay temperature regulated. As we're talking about materials, let's quickly discuss our outerwear. And again, I would say try to keep your materials as thin and natural as possible, because that's essentially what's going to keep you warm without feeling all bulged up. So my all-time favorite thing to show you is my Ted Baker coat. This one's a wool cashmere blend, so it is super duper warm. And honestly, I feel rather chic in it, and I never feel bulged up, I never feel squished into a jacket, and it always does keep me warm, although it looks fairly thin, but the material is literally all that matters. Another very wintry thing to wear is a faux fur jacket, and the one that I have right here is from H&M, and this is pretty much my go-to jacket this season. I gotta say, it's a synthetic material, so it is not as toasty warm as the other ones, but I do live in Germany. I still find the temperatures quite mild, and if they do drop, I will switch to like wool and cashmere. But for now, the cozy snuggliness of this coat is just unbeatable for me. So this is what I'm wearing, and again, it's just a very chic wintry look, and the coziness of this just beats all the other points. And if the temperatures do drop and nothing helps, then our last way out is always a puffer jacket or even a puffer coat. I have this beautiful pink puffer jacket right here. That is the one that I wear when it's snowing and when it's really super duper cold, and the practicality of these jackets just can't be denied. They are just the best things when it's raining, when it's wet outside, and if it's just one of those days where we don't even want to leave the house, then a jacket like this is probably the best thing we can wear. I also ordered a puffer coat, which I'm going to insert in a picture because it didn't arrive in time for me to film it, and then if it did arrive within the next week, then I will insert a clip of it right here. But other than that, I'll just blend in some pictures to give you some ideas of how a long puffer coat could look still chic, because I find they are quite pretty, and if you get them in like a lighter shade, you look like a little snowman, and you just can go for that all monochrome style, which I really like. And you know, that's like the secret weapon. Like if nothing else helps, then popping on like a long line puffer jacket is pretty much the warmest thing that I can think of. Okay, so let's move on to the next point, and that is footwear. I have beautiful boots right here. I would always say choose lined boots, something that have fur inside, or something just super duper warm. Like Ugg boots, for example, are known to be super duper warm. I personally don't have any, but I have these boots, which are like hiking boots that I got from Leggings. And as you can see, they have like the fluffiest material on the inside, and they do keep me so duper duper warm. I never really need to wear cashmere socks or anything in them to feel super duper warm. And of course it's winter, it's a time to wear these kind of things. So if you do not have a proper pair of lined boots, then definitely get yourself ones. If you want to keep wearing your smarter shoes during this season, or maybe you have a job that requires you to wear more, let's say, sleek shoes, then my number one tip are these. And these are wool insoles for your shoes. So these are merino wool, and you just basically pop them inside your shoe and they will keep you warm. I also have ones that actually heat up. And I'm gonna try and find them to link down below, because these are probably the best thing you can ever find, especially if you're out on a day in the snow, or you know, whatever it is that you're doing. But you can get insoles for your shoes that heat up, and the ones that I have that stay like warm for about 8 hours. That's the secret weapon. If nothing else helps, try these. Generally it is said that you are warm as long as your feet and your head are warm. So that brings me to my next point. Accessories. Winter fashion is the best time to experiment with accessories, for example with little hats like this one. Whether it's a beret or a pom-pom hat that you like to wear, just play with it. I used to hate hats when I was little. I don't know why, I just always felt like they made me look weird. Same goes for sunglasses, but I don't know, I always thought I look hideous wearing a hat, but now I actually don't mind and I find them quite cute. So this one has a little faux fur bubble on top, but now I just find they are a stylish accessory and I honestly love to wear them. Same goes for scarves, gloves, whatever it is you want to wear. You can just play with it, for example with a Burberry scarf like this one. This is 100% cashmere, so again it has the benefit of being super thin but super warm at the same time. I also have a more affordable version. These are like single colored cashmere scarves that you can get at H&M, and again these are super duper warm and you can really snuggle up in them, and I honestly love to wear them. So guys, these were my best hacks on how to stay warm and toasty while wearing beautiful and feminine outfits in winter. If you enjoyed this video, then please leave a comment and tell me which is your favorite hack, and then I'll say thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye!